I don't want to adhere this because I want to wrap my ribbon around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sticky strip and I want to do 2 rows of ribbon. So I'm going to use my sticky strip scissor, which is my craft and rubber scissor, because I don't mind if that gets dirty. And I'm going to do a second layer right underneath it. I'm going to be using my cherry cobbler seam binding, and I love crumb cake and cherry cobbler. They both look really great for these kinds of cards, and I like the cards in these colors because they can be either masculine or feminine, even with a flower on the card. So I'm only going to remove 1 strip, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my ribbon in half, and then I'm going to take my ribbon scissor and I'm going to cut it, and that gives you that nice decorative edge. The reason I have a specific scissor for ribbons is because paper does dull your scissor, so if you have a ribbon scissor, it stays nice and sharp. So I'm going to place this on the card where I want it, and I'm going to press it down, and now it sticks to the sticky strip. I'm then going to pleat it forward, but when you do that, you want to kind of stay straight so it doesn't go off in all different directions, and then just keep doing that. Just push it down, pleat it, and let it stick a little bit. If it sticks too much, just pick it up, and then do the same thing with the next one. And it doesn't matter if it looks sloppy. Sometimes that actually adds. You can see here there's too much of a space, so I'm just going to pull the whole thing up, and I'm going to start again. So I'm going to put another little piece down, I'm going to stick it, and I'm going to just keep going. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly, and I really am not going to worry about whether or not it's straight, because it can be squiggled and squished and all kinds of good stuff, which is one of the things that I love about this technique. So that's my first ribbon. Okay, so for the next one, you do the same thing. You're going to remove the adhesive backing on your sticky strip. Okay, so I've done my decorative edge again, and I have the ribbon attached to the spool, and I try and do that as much as possible because it definitely gives you more control, and you never really know how much ribbon you're going to need, so I don't really want to waste it. So if you keep it attached to the spool, you'll always have exactly what you need. So again, it's okay if it's a little bit off, if it's a little bit sloppy, if they're not completely uniform, doesn't really matter. As long as you're just getting this pleated and you're just making your row. And again, the flower's going to sit on top of this, so that's going to fix a lot of your imperfections. And again, you can lift it when you don't like it and just keep going. When I get to the end, I'm going to leave a little tail there. And then I'm going to wrap these around. I'm going to put some adhesive on the backing, and then I'm going to just stick this to the front of my card. Okay, now I've put my adhesive on and I've adhered this to the front of my card.